Yo, 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 what the deal? It's your boy X.E.L.O. Welcome back. Man, today what we're going to do is go over a bundle that I found. I'm actually going to just go over one piece of that bundle, and that's the EQ. So let's get right into it. All right, let's go. All right, and here we are in Cakewalk, and this is my light theme. If you're interested in this theme or my dark theme, I have a link below in the description. You can download it for free. So let's go into the effects. So I'm gonna hit on this little plus sign here, and I'm gonna go to the EQ and pull that up. And this is what it looks like. We're basically gonna be just covering the EQ in this video. If you want me to go over any of the other ones that are in this bundle, leave a comment below in the description and we can go over those as well. So as you see here, it'll show in the demo mode. I want to bring you to the website just so you can kind of see where to get it from. So you're going to go to ToneBoosters.com and you're going to go here to where it says download, and you're going to click on download. And even if you have a Mac, it'll work on there. If you have Windows, it'll actually work on here as well. And these are free downloaders, so you can download all of the actual plugins, and I'm going to go over the plugins as well. And I just wanted to bring you down to this what you should know section, and it says the demo plugin can be trialed without time limit. The saving settings will, however, be disabled in the demo mode. So basically you can't save a preset that you actually set on here, but it will save your settings as you go along with the plugin. I'll explain it as I go along. All right, so let's go to the plugins real quick. And then here you have your Mac OS, you have Windows, Android, and iOS. So it'll work on your tablets and your cell phones as well. So the sibilance is something that you'll get in the bundle. Flow tones is not something you get in a bundle. It's something you pay for separately. Bit juggler is really nice. It'll give you an option to do a lot of distortion on your tracks. You also get this compressor. The compressor is very nice as well. It does its job. That's all I could say about that one. The dual VCF is an option to kind of do like a lot of wave manipulation. I think it's pretty cool. You have the morph as well. You can morph your sounds. The real bus is really nice. It is basically like having like a RC20 type of deal. So it's like a tape machine, and it has a whole bunch of different effects you can add on here. I think it's definitely worth checking out. If you want me to do a review on that or a video on that, let me know in the comments below. The Equalizer 4 is what we're going to be going over today, so we'll check that out. Reverb is very, very nice. If you wanted me to do a tutorial on this one as well, let me know in the comments below. All right. Barricade also comes with it. Then you have your enhancer. All right, but let's get back into Cakewalk. So I'm going to hit on this demo just to get it off the screen. And it does give you an option to resize the plugin, which is always nice. So you get to have that flexibility of making it however you want the scale to be. So I'm gonna leave it at this scale here so you can kind of see everything on here. So this button will take you to the website. This is their default and your actual settings. They have a whole lot of different templates that you can actually use in here. You can even have a Spectrum Analyzer, so you can check out the track. And you can see what it looks like. All right, you have an A/B comparison. You have a copy here. You don't have a paste because you can't save, so you can't paste. This is for undo or your last change. You can load up stuff, and here's the save, which is actually blacked out because you can't save your presets on here. This is the sizing right here, and this is an option to change the look or the colors. So you can do stuff like that. You can do darker, you can do a lavender, a kind of greenish one, mint. So I'll leave it on the mint. So if I wanted to actually keep this for every time I open it, I would have to have that save option. And that's the only thing you can't really save is like settings that you set up in here. Right? And this little hamburger icon will give you an option to show the tips. So the little tips thing that pops up on here, if you hit on this, it'll go away. I'll leave it on for now. You have an option to kind of zoom up or down on the graph here. So this will enable snapping to 0. This is your grids. So if you take it off, the grids will go away. I don't know if you can really see that, but there's like little grid boxes back there. And this will bring up like a little keyboard down here so you can kind of see where everything is going on your Spectrum Analyzer. So you can see your keys down here. It's not really necessary, but I mean, it looks nice. All right, so this is your NDVs. You can bring them up or down. You have A.I Assistance. So if you wanted it to be like a pop, hip hop track, and you hit play, and this is what it analyzes that you should actually have your track at. And they make it so easy to add stuff. So you can just double click anywhere and you have your graph on here. But like I said, you have that option to double click everywhere and you can move this around to wherever you want to move this to. So somewhere around here is where they're saying it should be. Which is cool. I don't necessarily use that AI. I haven't really used it. And you can actually right click inside here and just grab all of them and then just hit delete and it will remove anything you had in there. Really cool, huh? All right, so you have what you'll actually see in the Spectrum Analyzer. It could be the output, your input, or your side chain or side channel. So it does do mid-side EQ on here as well. You have the no latency and high quality, and the amount of EQ you actually want to be used inside of the actual track. You have your output dB, and then you have this section over here where you can do an in and out. So it'll show your in and out for the track itself. And here's has a whole bunch of different options for you. And like I was saying, you have like a master bus template where it'll actually do the dynamic EQ. Yes, it does have a dynamic EQ for free. The only thing that will annoy you, I'm gonna let you know right now, this will annoy you. I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna open it back up. Every time you open and close this, you will have to actually click on that demo button. And that is to deter you, to make you go out and purchase the EQ, which it is definitely worth it. I believe it's like $30 for it. But yeah, if you don't want to, you don't have to. You just have to keep pushing the demo. It does get annoying after a while, but it doesn't change any of your settings. So if I change anything in here, let's just do something radical, right? So let's say we're gonna keep this, right? I can close this out. All right. So I have that there. See, it popped up with the demo mode again, but it still saved all this. So I'm gonna close out the project and go back into it, just so you can see. I'm gonna close this. Gonna open it back up. All right. And as you see, the EQ does keep all the settings that we set it up, but you just can't save it. That's the only thing you can't do. But yeah, so you can have your dynamic EQs, you can have all that on here. And let's go and do default. And let's open up the EQ so you can see it. All right, so this is what it looks like. So you have an option to pin or dock the information. You have an option to just hear just that spectrum, just that section there. Let me turn on the analyzer so you can see it. And bring this up. And all you're hearing is whatever's in this frequency range right here. And of course, you can move it left to right. You can use your scroll on your mouse wheel. You have your option here to change the bell type. You have low shelf, and you have a whole bunch of low shelves in here, high shelf, low pass, high pass, band pass as well, a notch, and spectral tilt. So all those are in here. You can do a linked. So you can do just a left, you can do just a right, you can do a mid-side EQ on here as well. I think that's super dope if you can do that. And of course you can change the color. So if you want this to be like a reddish or green, however you want to put it, you can actually put the colors on this little dial right here. And here is your gain. And here's your option to lock it. And you can do the dB or gain right here using your mouse wheel over this point here. This is to turn it off. Turn it on. All right, and this is to do like your makeup for the other things inside of the chain. So see, the more I raise this up, the lower this gets because it's actually doing a makeup gain for it. So you have that makeup gain, and then right down here, you have that dynamic EQ mode. So I'm gonna hit on that. Let's change the ratio. As you see, it's doing it by the 25 dB. You can turn off your attack and sustain stuff on here and have it automatically do it. This is to make it auto do it. So let's say you wanted it to go up instead of going down. You hit on this little slope icon here and it'll bring it up. So it'll raise that part up instead of going down. And that is dynamic EQ. And if you wanted to get rid of this whole band, you just hit this X here, and that whole band is gone now. You could double click anywhere to make a band. Looks like 15 is the limit. I don't know if there's more in the full version, but 15 bands, I don't think you'll really use that many. And if you wanted to actually delete all of these, you can just right click inside the box here and just drag across and just hit delete, and all of them are gone. Click anywhere to make one, a new one. So yeah, so this is free and it's a demo mode. So I would highly suggest to go and just try it out. You don't have anything to lose, even if you're on a Windows Mac. I've actually tried this in Reaper. All right, so here we are in Reaper, and I have the equalizer up inside of Reaper, and I just want to show you how minimum the PC uses. It only says 64, and that's nothing. And this has the master bus effect on it, so I'm just going to play it. It's not going to move at all. And this is just using the equalizer plugin. So let's say we use Ozone, right? So I have Ozone here. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to turn off this one, right? And now Ozone, as you see, 1117 just from turning on Ozone. And I haven't even done anything on here. This is just a regular setup where you first open it up and you see how much it's actually using. Look at that. All right, so and even the people who say, hey, it's CDR and over is just as good. I'm gonna turn on this one, And as you see, TDR Nova is 184. And I don't even have any of the compressors or thresholds on. So let's do that too. Let's turn those on. And you only have, you know, the 4 bands with the high pass and the low pass on here. So and as you see, it's using about 50%. So this is why I say it's very low on your PC. Amazing, if you ask me. But I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. And the only way I know how to do it is in Reaper. This is the performance meter of your computer when it's actually loading all the plugins on here. So this is why I wanted to come in Reaper and show you this real quick. Now, back to the video. It has very, very low CPU usage when you're using any of these plugins from ToneBoosters. I really like the way it works. I may actually be purchasing some of them soon. The reverb and his EQ may be the ones I actually do. But we'll see. I'll just keep trying them out for right now. Like I said, the demo is actually free. So I say jump on it. You have nothing to lose here. You have a spectrum analyzer. You have an option to do no latency and high quality. You have dynamic EQ on each track. You can change whatever you're trying to do. This is a very, very good EQ. I have no complaints about it so far. And I've used it on a couple of projects, getting used to it. And like I said, if you wanted me to demo any of the other ones, let me know in the description below. And yeah, just go out and get it. With that being said, that's the end of this video. And once again, it's your boy, X.E.L.O. Till next time, people. Peace.